You think Colonel Sanders wasn't racist as shit? The man has the perfect blend of herbs and spices.
That man cannot be. There's no way a man who is so hand in glove with the African American community could possibly be a racist. Colonel Sanders is woke as fuck, and I won't hear anything to disparage the colonel's good name.
You don't know.
They made him a goddamn colonel, for Christ's sakes.
You couldn't be more wrong, Kyle. If KFC understood their target market, they would have certain fruits on the menu.
Oh, well, that's
what?
Apricots.
Maybe.
Dude, this guy was alive till 1980. I had in my head he was like Revolutionary wartime.
Just like it. I had no idea.
I was picturing a proud a colonel who like met with a French general and then decided to fight the Brit. No, he's. I don't know why I thought that.
He's a chicken salesman from Kentucky.
He dodged the draft.
Yeah, and it was
I'm completely with you, but why did I think he was Revolutionary War and that the KFC franchise is 300 years old?
I thought this was a much more storied institution.
If that were true, can you imagine the commercials? America's oldest fast food franchise since 1773.
I want to mention that. Like it predated McDonald's.
Yeah, that would have. You're right. That would be a huge thing. In 1792.
You really just dressed kind of funny.
And he wasn't a real colonel.
Well, he was a real colonel. I can't remember.
Honorific title.
That counts. Ooh. I'm counting an honorific
title. He could command a battalion or a legion or anything.
A battalion of chicken cookers. He could. It was his wife's recipe. That was the secret.
Of chicken cookers.
Yeah, a whole fucking unit of them frying up those delicious birds with those.
Where are you seeing it was his wife's recipe? I'm not seeing that here.
I went to her recipe. It's true. In the divorce, she got to keep the original recipe. He came up with this other thing, but she's got her own. She's got the original Kentucky Fried Chicken. There in Kentucky, I've been to it. You sit down and it's like that family style thing where you get like big bowls of everything and there is no ordering. You're like, yeah, we want lunch, and they're like, all right, we'll go get it.
I mean, this guy, I can only imagine how good KFC used to be. Just reading about him, it says that in his later years, so the 70s, he was like actively pissed all the time about like, this isn't the chicken I sell. This is low quality. Like he was pissed about it. And so, like, apparently the end years of his life were him, like, bickering with the people who had taken his company.
Like Papa John. Before him. After him.
Yeah.
Was the rumor true that they had to change it to KFC because they couldn't call it chicken legally?
What? Oh, if that's true, that's unreal.
I choose to believe it.
But it is chicken, right?
Well, I think they had served. This is a rumor that I heard years and years ago. I have no idea. Popeyes is way better. But I think that there was something that they had served a chicken product that was overly processed and it could no longer be called chicken, or that they had genetically modified
the
chickens to have larger breasts and that made them genetically not chickens or something.
Yeah, they made the
that.
chickens have extra tenders.
I Googled it. Anyone using Kentucky for their business would first need the state's permission and would be required to pay licensing fees. Kentucky Fried Chicken rebranded to KFC instead of paying licensing fees.
That's
you, Kentucky.
They weren't serving real chicken.
What a huge middle finger from Kentucky.
If I was Georgia, I'd be like, yo, you can be Georgian fried chicken for free.
That's it. We do it for movies all the time.
The Kentucky Derby became the Run for the Roses. Neil Diamond's song Kentucky Woman is no longer played on the radio due to the fee. There's some other people that were impacted by Kentucky's oppressive licensing.
Are a bunch of babies over there. What else? So they're not proud of that at all? If it was Missouri Fried Chicken, if I were in another state and I drove past one, I'd be like, hell yeah, a little taste of home. But yeah, take pride in it.
Well, yeah, I don't know about if you ever ordered around a unit of soldiers or anything, but the man makes a good bird. I do think Popeyes is better. I like that dirty rice. I'll never forget having lunch with my Muslim friend, and he'd never had their dirty rice before. And he was a big fat fuck, and he was all the way through a bowl of it. And I told him it had pork in it, and he started spitting it all over the table, and it made my afternoon. It really did. Fuck you, Garrett, you ex-con piece of shit. Now I'm a fella too.
Fuck you piece of shit.
Garrett was the fucking worst. He had taken the rap for our boss on some drug crime and done like a couple years in prison. So then now that our boss was a boss of a car dealership, he made him like the house mouse. So he got all the done deals. Someone like orders 2 Chargers And even though we're a Ford dealership, because we're corporate, he'd be like, well, I'll just call them and get 2 of those sent over here, and they'll go through me to you, through Garrett to you, and so yeah, we all hate that guy.